Horizon's too high, it's dark on my side. I made my own clouds, flew by my pride. The ship falls away, the night turned to day. Remember why? Fire consumes, ashes remain. Cannot breathe, cannot see, cannot breathe, cannot breathe, cannot see, cannot breathe. Cannot breathe.
Spic Span Show!
Hey, there it is. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Blow Your Ears Out show. I think that was a little loud. As you can see, we already knew, okay? It's just the thing. That's what he does. That's what we do here. The Spic and Span Show. It's the show up a little late show. Kyle Spica is en route. He's on his way, okay? He was up in LA packaging all of the TIGERWEAR headbands by hand with mouse. And I said, don't forget, we have the show tomorrow. This is yesterday. And he's like, yeah, no problem. So I texted him today. And I said, you on your way? I know LA is kind of far. There's some traffic here and there. And he's like, yep, leaving in a minute. Lo and behold, he hit a little bit of traffic right in San Clemente, right by the paintball field, actually. And bingo, bango, ipso facto, he is late to the show. His own show, the show that is dedicated to him. He's got Ryan Knott is in here with the Kyle Spica emoji. You know, Jamie Taylor, you guys see that there is a TIGERWEAR emoji, okay? But, it's okay. We need to get a little Spic and Span logo here. I just realized. Because we do have a special guest, and our special guest, Mr. Politi, has, first we said maybe 4:15, 4:30, and then I texted him and said, hey, I'm going to have to call you a little early here, and we're going to have to, talk a little bit, get a little long in the tooth here, because Kyle is a little late, but that's okay, because we still have an epic show for you guys. There's a lot of really cool things, huge announcements. Not only is TIGERWEAR launching today at 5 o'clock, maybe Kyle, maybe it's at 5:02, I don't know, 5:07. You never know if it's going to be on time, but the TIGERWEAR headbands are launching. Everything's set up. They're stoked. I talked to him. So obviously we're going to get the first look at the packaging. We're going to get the everything. Plus there may or may not be a cool little prize and incentive for you guys to be watching the Spic and Span show right now. So obviously stay tuned for all of that. And then also just before Kyle gets here, before I get Mr. Politi on there, there's another couple of things. One, William Painter, the sunglass company. You guys have probably seen me wearing sunglasses quite a bit. So I'm really good friends with one of the owners, one of the founders, and every so often we do a cool little, giveaway, maybe once a year. They actually just sponsored Houston Heat, which, they should probably continue. Just roll the sponsorship dollars into Dynasty because, we're better and cooler and funnier. But they are doing a giveaway. So there is a link in the description below. They're giving away, Well, I'm going to give away 1 pair of sunglasses next week. Then they are also going to give away another 5 pairs of sunglasses, as well as a signed Greenspan jersey. So all of that stuff is the contest, not the contest. Basically, you go to the landing page, enter in your email, and cross your fingers for the next 7 days. And next week, I will be releasing or announcing the winners there. So lots of different ways to win. Not only spinning the wheel, not only just being cool and being here, not just trivia, but now William Painter wants to give you guys a cool opportunity. And I also just had a cool meeting this morning with the Opkicks crew, and I got a couple extra cameras to pop in this little charger. So I'm going to be at Clowns vs. Zombies this weekend, uploading non-stop. I'll also have a couple extra cameras for those of you guys and barrel mounts who want to try it out. I'll let you borrow it, go play some paintball, shoot some people, and then come back and meet me, give me the camera back. I'll upload the footage and I'll show you what it looks like. So they're really stoked on paintball. Everybody in paintball is also very stoked on this. If you guys get any cool footage, preferably you guys bunkering somebody. That looks the best, obviously. But go ahead and tag me or send me the videos, and I'll make sure that they reshare it for you, because I got the inside scoop now. But they're really pumped on how the paintball community has really been supportive of them. So I'm going to make a phone call here, and this one's a little different. This is actually a Zoom call. Well, not a Zoom call. I'm not calling. I think I just started a meeting, and then now I'm the only participant. But Mr. Politi, Mr. Justin, if you are watching this, I mean, I guess I could send you a text message too. But we're going to get him on the horn. Justin Politi from Columbus LVL wants, we talked a little bit at the Chicago event. They had the best showing they've had. And we wanted to talk a little bit about how they're prepping, how teams that, are playing kind of from behind. Well, they were never playing from behind, really, and that's this one. But don't have the link. Did I not send you the link? I didn't send you the link. My God, what kind of guy does that? Let's see here. Let's get, I did everything except for share the link. So, that's why we do the, let's see here. How do I share the link? Meeting settings? Okay. Technical difficulties here. Let's see. Did I even send you any of that stuff? We're now live. Okay. Bear with me, guys. Good call. All right. Send him the link. All right, guys. Zoom. All right. So I've got Zoom open. So we're there. Here's go. Here's the invite link. Copy. Bingo. Bango. Happening right now. It's happening right now. So I actually had planned to send the link. I copied it all, and I was going to send it in an email, and then I just got distracted. This is just kind of how it goes a lot for me, especially now these days. You're just thinking about one thing, and then you start doing another. Probably don't need as much coffee during the day, admittedly, but we'll get over that. We'll get over this hump. So, so Taylor White hit that life dog, my man, Mr. Alpha Dog. Thank you very much for that support. There you go, air horn. That might be still a little too loud. I just noticed. Justin, did you get the link? I sent it. Let's see what happened. Does that work? Oh yeah, here comes Kyle too. Kyle just sent me a text message, so he's on the way to save the show. Yeah, and Bobby, you're right. Sloan was running around. That must have totally distracted me as well. And there we go. Admit to the show. And I've got another book. We've got Where the Wild Things Are. There he is. All right. So, wow, I've got plenty of space. Okay, here we go. There he is. Welcome.
Yes, welcome.
Oh, you gotta mute.
What's going on, man?
Your screen?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right.
Let me get rid of this little cartoon logo so we can see you a little better. All right, Justin. Wow, you're a lot smaller when there's just one of us.
Yeah.
So, Justin, I want you to. I kind of give you a little intro. I believe you were watching already, but give us. And I know you've done actually a handful of other podcasts and things like that, and where you kind of told your story. and things like that. And so we can kind of direct people there later. But just give me a little rundown of who you are, what you do, and things like that.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller. But yeah, I play for Level. I live in Cleveland, Ohio. Just relocated here from Boston, Massachusetts. Shout out to Anthony Vitale, whose name I see you got here on my side of the screen.
Yeah. I'm Anthony on this thing.
Right on.
He pays for the big membership.
Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I've been playing paintball since, long time, since I was 14 years old and 29 now, and I've been playing with the Level guys since basically high school, all the way through college, all the way through, divisionals. Left for a little bit, moved away, joined back in D1 semi-pro, and now we're taking on the pro scene here.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys just had your best event for sure, by far. Let me ask you. I guess, did anything change with your guys' preparation, or was it just kind of like that field was really your guys' kind of thing?
I think it was a lot of things. So while this was only the third event of this year, we had a shortened COVID season last year. This was our fifth event, so we finally got kind of a full season under our belts. Coming into pro. Coming into this year, I guess, there were some roster changes. We added Robbie Goldsmith, the coach. None of us, except for one guy, knew Robbie before this, and Pando, obviously. They go back a long time. So I think that took a little bit of time to gel. We added a guy from out of state that we just kind of knew as well. So I think there were just a lot of moving parts on our team that we weren't typically used to. And we did change our practice a little bit. We kind of did a weekend, just us, and then we did, for this one, a weekend at Camp Pendleton.
Right.
Nice. Yeah, the Ironman, Thunder, and Aftermath. Then we got a really good 2-day practice in there, so that was awesome. But I really think it was just time. I mean, the last event, we were 0-2 on the first day. Then our next day is X Factor Heat, which is a tough day for anybody. But, I said to the guys in our huddle, I was like, hey, man, there's a lot of upsets going on out here. Why not us? Like, why can't we beat one of these top teams? And, went out the second day, X Factor beat us, and then we were able to get the win over Heat. And I think we really embraced that mantra after that and kind of carried it through this next event here or this last event that we just had.
Yeah, and how many guys do you have in your roster? Because, I mean, I like having weekends where you play yourself. It's kind of frustrating because one half of the team is usually on the losing end of it, but that's like such a bittersweet thing. It's like I hate losing, but if I'm losing to my guys and it's really, really tough, then I'm like, man, those guys are really good on the other side,
Yeah.
So it's kind of an interesting way to run a practice, is just constantly practicing your own, but you got to have a deep roster.
Yeah, we have 11 guys on the active roster, and then we have an inactive roster of 4 guys who are divisional players that come to our private practices and fill in the gaps if we don't have all of our guys, or sometimes you just need rotation. So those guys give us great looks as well.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess we can kind of talk a little bit about Pando's field. What Pando's done over there is pretty. I mean, he basically has propped up and completely changed the whole entire region as far as paintball goes, and competitive paintball. Just setting up the field and like doing everything for LVL. So, I mean, right? I mean, that's kind of. I know you're from Boston, but that area is now a massive.
Yeah, there was kind of a void in competitive paintball in our area. So we were playing at a field up in northeastern Ohio, and that field eventually downsized and couldn't support a competitive semi-pro or pro team. And Pando at that same time was building his field, and we had that connection from college, so it wasn't very difficult. We know the guy forever. He's like, hey man, I'm building this. I'd love to have you guys. So we went over there, and it's honestly if you're a speedball player, just a rec player, any kind of player, it's one of the nicest facilities probably in the country. He does a fantastic job. Both of our fields just got new turf. They have relatively new bunkers. The rec fields are incredible. There's a separate area for the X-ball players, and then there's giant rec area as well. Pro shop's fully stocked with gear, any kind of paint you could want. Everything you need is there. It's an incredible facility. in air in the pits and things like that, which not a lot of fields have. So
Yeah, I went out there with with Marcelo and did a clinic, and it was yeah, like you said, the field's awesome. Like all the rec ball fields were great. I mean, I didn't want to play in the woods because I know you guys got ticks out there. I don't play games with those. But we played on the Lego field. We did like 5 of us or 6 of us against the entire clinic group, and held them off the whole time on that like what is that, like a Lego kind of block field or something like that?
Yeah, it's with the like there's the big crates, right? Or
Yeah.
He's got a couple different fields.
What now? Tell me this though, because this is actually one thing I wanted to figure out is, do you guys have like a local league series kind of thing like that? Like, so for instance, we had the WCPPL, the West Coast Paintball Potato League, last weekend, and that was the final event. But it's like a huge draw. I mean, there's 100 teams that go to this thing. They have to like do it at 2 different venues, 2 different like fields in the local area. And it's huge, and then on top of that, there's just a ton of little regional 3-mans, 5-mans, things, this, that, and the others. Do you guys have a stable league of fields up there?
Yeah,
Okay.
there is the MSXL, which is kind of like the Midwest, Mid-South. It's called the Mid-South X-Ball League, I guess. It's been around for
Yep.
a long time. It used to be previously owned by Kenny Shell of Asylum, and now it's owned by a guy named Aaron Bennington out of Cincinnati. Who actually might live in the Columbus area now. But I think they have a pretty good draw. They always have a lot of teams for Division 4 X-Ball and D3 X-Ball. I haven't really been super involved with that recently because I was up in the Northeast doing the NEXPL.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the MSXL, if you're around the Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky area, it's a great league.
Right. Okay. And that's also like that. Illinois would be right there too, because Chicago's obviously a big draw. I mean, I assume Chicago's a big draw because I've been playing in Chicago since '99. You know, so I feel like there's a huge draw up there, but I don't see it like it is down at like the the NEXL or there's like 3 in Florida, and then there's a couple in a handful in Texas. So I always wondered about that Midwest kind of league and allowing players to kind of grow, because that's what you want, right? Is you need a team like yours. You need a facility like Level. You need a team like Level Up, and even another pro team in the area, so that when players go and they start playing, they have somewhere to go, right? Like in the New England area when you were growing up, it would have been, you've got it was probably 187 still, or was it New England Hurricanes back then?
So I'm actually from Cleveland originally.
Oh, Cleveland.
So I grew
Okay.
up in the
College in Boston.
The last 3 years.
Got it.
I moved around a bunch, all for paintball, ironically. But yeah, it's a great league. They do D4 and D3, and then they do 5-man, 3-man, I believe. Yeah, and then they've been around a long time, at least since 2010, 11, I believe.
Yeah, I mean that's okay. So right, that makes more sense. But I mean, what I was getting at is like there's like big, there's a bunch of pro teams in Texas. There's a bunch of pro teams in California.
Oh, yeah.
But you need pro teams in your area so that the kids that are playing there. I mean, you guys have a really good divisional set of kids, because I know that I know a handful of them from your area, because they all come to the summer camp, and they've been in the BKI program forever. And hey, who had the 419 card? I see Kevin Yantosh.
Give away a prize for the time.
Why not? It looks like Kevin Yantosh is the first one to guess 419 on the when Kyle's gonna show up card. Kyle, Justin.
Yep. What's going on, man?
Going on, Kyle?
So we're just kind of like talking about. Well, and actually, Kyle's a great example too, because when you grew up playing at, what field was it? The
Paintball Central.
Paintball Central. It was Trauma was the team, right?
Yeah.
Were they the only pro team in the area?
Well, there was Ultimate at the time.
Oh yeah.
And then, like, right as I was, I think Strange was even still around for a little bit.
Yeah, but Strange wasn't.
Yeah, they were kind of close. So like all the teams kind of in that area, like Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. So there was a lot of teams around there.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so. I always, my geography sucks outside of, I mean, I know that everything east of the 5 freeway is pretty much Arizona, Utah, Vegas.
Well, I mean, all those teams are like, it was like Detroit Strange, or it's like.
Yeah, but that's just because they needed a spot.
And then
yeah.
Baltimore Trauma was
Right.
like North Carolina. But
Sure.
So, it wasn't it Los Angeles Infamous for a while?
Yep, Infamous is still Los Angeles.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And then you guys are Edmonton Impact, even though you're from
the U.S.
It should just be North American Impact.
Yeah,
that
well,
makes more
you
sense.
got Florida.
You got North American Impact. But yeah, I mean, because we were talking, like we just did that the WCPPL event, and there's some really good players and teams out of there. You know, I know the team that you coach, the Hunters, are gonna practice against us, Uprising, and then kind of jump around between us, Uprising, and Ironman for the first weekend of World Cup practice.
Yeah,
and they played you guys, and they're pretty good.
Yeah.
And then there's the Gummy Bears, which although I know that Mario's in here, we hate that name because you're not going to ever be. I don't think that there's gonna be a petition. You just can't be in the NXL with a team named Gummy Bears. You know, it just doesn't make sense. Please change your name. But there's some really good up and coming semi-pro teams. I would consider those guys.
Yeah.
That are right there, and that's kind of I think again just building up. Who would you guys say? Do you guys have a semi-pro team from your area, Justin?
We don't. That's one of the tougher things about our area. There is I don't think there's a team above D3 near us. There was a D2 team that played out of our field, but they kind of fell apart. And there was a D2 team in Pittsburgh, also fell apart. The closest pro team to us is actually Trade My Gun. They're about 3.5 hours, give or take. But what you're saying is right. There was a big void of top divisional talent and pro talent in the Ohio area. So to have a team like us there that people can get into a program and have a realistic way to kind of get to pro, there's an actual path now. Where before there was no really. There's Aftershock that's about 5.5 hours from Ohio, and then there's
and they weren't the best role models back then.
Yeah.
they were a rough and tough group of guys. I know Alex Fragi just played with them in the 10-man thing, but I growing up to that Aftershock realm region in the early 2000s or late 90s, it was a rough one.
Yeah.
From what I hear.
Yeah. Those guys tormented me when I was young. I had to run from them every time I saw them.
But no, it's really good that I'm stoked that Pando fulfilled his vision, right? And that's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was working Pando, and I think Pando's been on the Play the Game podcast as well. But Pando's story is great too. You know, he it was funny. I was talking to Kevin, our coach, Kevin Brettauer, and they used to work together at Dye, and Pando was just kind of just working at Dye, you know. And he's like, man, one day I want to build my own field. Yeah. That's my dream. That's my goal. And then he's doing it, and not only that, but he's got an up and coming pro team. That's the last event. Like I said, you knocked them out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So obviously things are going well, and that we'll see how the field. Who did you guys draw in the next one?
To be honest, I know we have Impact and Damage again. Don't remember the last two. So this, I was like, dang, But we can do it, so we know we can. But it's so important to have a guy like Pando who's not only a good businessman but passionate about the sport, and that's what can kind of help you have a pro team, like same with NRG, Alan, successful, passionate about paintball.
Yeah.
Same with Impact, Art, business successful, passionate about paintball. The Heat owner. So those are the kind of guys you need. So we're lucky to have Pando, who just happens to love paintball as much as he does, and also be really good at business. Yeah,
definitely, really good. And then that's another thing is I guess I'd like for you to share this as well from your perspective. But the relationship, because I mean we've talked about it briefly before on the show and kind of what the best way to go about things. But obviously, for those of you guys who don't know, running the tournament side of paintball as a field owner is very difficult, and it's not incredibly rewarding. A lot of paintball players feel entitled because if they come out here, I come out here 5 times a week or month. I want a discount. I want this and that.
Yeah.
I also want turf, and I know the turf only costs I don't know, what does it cost? $60,000 to put in. I need a brand new inflated field every time I come out here. I want air in the pits. All of that stuff is very, very difficult and costly. And a lot of the walk-on side of things provides those resources to be able to fund a very, very well-oiled thing. So if you guys are local paintball players, please treat your field owners with respect and thank them for what they're doing, because it's not easy.
Yeah.
And so I'm sure that's you came up, and you know how it is to play on lousy turf versus nice turf and this, that, and the other.
Did I don't know if you guys already went over this, but Justin, I had a question for you. What do you think contributed to your guys' extremely successful event?
He kind of.
You guys already covered that?
Yeah, it was just kind of the practice. They did a different practice. They came out here to practice, which I think is cool. Are you guys gonna? So yeah, that's the next question. The next part of it is, are you guys planning on the same kind of thing for this next one?
Yeah, real quick, I got the bracket for you. Impact, damage, thunder, and NRG.
Okay.
For the next one, yeah, we're going to do the same thing, a private 2-day at level, and then I believe we're going to play Heat and Revo down in Florida, and then we'll probably stay the whole week in Florida.
Oh, that'll be a good one.
Nice.
That'd be a really good one.
Yeah.
Are you guys flying out early? No, you don't do
No.
that. No, we're playing you guys. Never mind.
Yeah, 2 weekends in Sacramento.
We always talk about flying out early. It's definitely good to condition there, but you really are rolling the dice with the weather, in my opinion. I've said that about 5 times, and so I've probably jinxed us because it has been raining in San Diego more. It's already rained in the last week.
The weather was wild.
Yeah, more than
yesterday.
it has in the last several months, so or several years probably. But
I mean, you guys practiced us the event before when we went to play damage. They were level came out too. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Florida.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. It was,
And I worked with you guys a little bit on that too.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are super helpful.
Yeah.
We actually, up until this last event, we've gone and played damage every single time. But then we drew them, so obviously we wouldn't go practice them.
Sure.
But it was really nice to get the win on them. It was a bit of a, like a big brother, little brother situation because they would whoop on us at practice. They're running minute points on us. They're beating us down, because we have a lot to learn. Obviously, we're the newest team. So, like I said to Chad Bouget before the match, I was like, "Hey man, hopefully all those beatings you guys put on us at practice can finally, come to fruition here."
Yeah.
So it was really nice to get that one because they beat us up at practice pretty good.
But it forces you to learn, sink or swim, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. What's nice about those is that they play such a fast game, or just pro in general. I mean, just like people ask, what's the biggest difference between divisional and pro? And when you're a divisional player, you're like, it can't be that different. But once you've played, we've now played a full pro season as level, the speed of the game is so much faster. The decisions, it's like you're thinking about it, that other guy's already done it. It's just so much quicker. And I think we finally got some of that rhythm in this last event. Because this was our 5th event. We played almost every single invitational that they've had, which has been mostly the lower ranked pro teams, but still good practice. So that Astra event before this was nice as well. That helped a lot.
Yeah, those are really good practices, and you mentioned something that was really really important also, and I kind of tell the team that I coach, Savage guys, this, and it's something that's really difficult. But like you said, everything is so fast, right? Things happen so quickly. And I've mentioned this a bunch in other kind of clinics and things that I do is you got to understand that we're all out there trying to solve this very complex equation, right? There's so many different variables with everybody on the field having a direct effect on the outcome of the game. So we're all trying to solve what the problem is. Once there's a stalemate or a deadlock, it's who's gonna get that shot, who's gonna make the move. And while you're thinking about all this stuff in your head, you got to realize that there's somebody else there's 5 other guys sometimes on the other side of the field doing the exact same thing. So you've got to be very decisive, and you've got to make sure that decision that you make is the right one. And a lot of it's trial by fire. I've made so many mistakes that I'm like, okay, I don't want to do this. But because the field's ever changing, you got to learn, like, I'm just going to make this move. Because everybody in paintball, you're always like, oh man, you get shot because you made a move or because you didn't make a move. You're like, oh man, what if I didn't do that? What if I dove a little harder?
Yeah.
What if I didn't run and shoot to the corner? What if I did run and shoot? So, yeah, you're just trying to really get a hang and a feel for like when and how to make those decisions. And I tell my guys a lot, like, dude, just stop thinking about so much. Mm-hmm. Just execute and just try not to, just try to do the smartest thing you can, but just go for it, right? Don't think, what if I should, because by the time you figured it all out and just thought for so long, the other guys have probably figured it out by then. Mm-hmm. So that's it. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's huge. I coach a D4X team in New England, Alpha Game. We've actually won a couple events this year. I try and tell them the same thing. It's like, hey man, don't stop hesitating. You see a lot of divisional players, they hesitate. They'll like wrap. It's like, all right, dude, if you're that far wrapped, just go to the next spot. And it's like you just see these guys listen very well, and the progression's been great. But it's just something you learn over time. Is you can't hesitate. You have to make decisions quicker. And at this level, it's like you got to make them as quick as possible because everyone's so good. It's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you say so? Pando, we've been already giving Pando some great praises, obviously. And you mentioned that Pando has a little level up giveaway for everybody.
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna give away. We'll call it the level up swag bag. I should have grabbed them. So there's gonna be in this bag will be a pair of custom level gloves. If you've ever seen the football gloves where you go like this and they make whatever, they make the level symbol. They got level up on the hands. They're pretty sweet. We'll also have a T-shirt in there and some stickers, and I'm not sure what else he'll have in there, but those 3 things for sure.
All right, killer, easy, great. Then let's do this. How do you want to do it? Do you want me to spin the wheel? Do you want to do a trivia question? Do you want to do a spelling bee, a guess the number? The floor is yours on this one. You can your favorite food, your shoe size.
Man, I don't know. What would be a good trivia question? Paintball related trivia or?
It is a paintball show, but I guess we could do like you could say I don't know. I'm gonna leave it. The guy to ask on what to say or how to do it is Alex Fragi, but he's good. Dizon says spelling bee. You can talk about if anybody can name your entire roster, but that might have just already given it away, so someone's already on Google. But things like that.
All right, somebody name our starting 5 for the. I guess we have a starting 5 for the same 4 matches. Who's the starting 5 players for level?
There we go.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one. There we go. Starting 5.
I wasn't in it. I was the second stake player.
Oh. Let's get Santa's rated. No, so starting 5 lineup for LVL. They had the same starting 5 guys that went out on each of the 4 matches, and there was a little hint, and Justin was not. He was the number 2 snake guy. So let's see it. And then while you guys are guessing all of that, we do also have I remember I mentioned that Sloan, because we put all of these Hormesis ornaments right next to her. If you guys have noticed, our backdrop has changed quite a bit. We also have some posters that we're going to go over. Mr. David Rome is the man, and I just asked him for a little bit of help with a pizzazz just to add the posters, make the posters look like, what am I doing wrong here? And I'm going to show all those to you guys here soon. But another winner, so one of these already went out. This is a Sloan Greenspan original right here. We put the Hormesis ornaments from Alex Mott on the little table over here next to her watercolors. So, yeah. Okay, Steve has one. Let's see here. Josh, Danny, Sam, Colin, and Askren.
That's right.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Boom. First one. And then Martin Galley asked what kind of beer you're drinking.
It is called Rind Over Matter. It's from Michigan. It's from Bells, Michigan.
Do you think Nick Sloviak would approve?
I don't know. It's not an IPA. Nick drinks some heavy beer. Shout out to Nick. He hooked us up with a nice bottle of George Stagg for Pando last year. That guy's got the alcohol connection.
He definitely
He does, dude. He was over here like...
Would he buy some really expensive bottle? He's like, this is cheap here.
Yeah. And he's like, dude, can your friend get this and that? And I was like, yeah, probably. I don't know. And he's like, well, try to get this one. It's got to have the green label, not the red label, and then this and then that. It's got some wax on the side of it. And if it's got dust over on the left-hand quadrant, then, it's a really viable one. And yeah, he's constantly like... He's like, hey, I got to go run down the street and meet some random guy because he's got some beers. I'm going to give him these bottle caps. And it's bizarre. The beer world is I mean, the paintball world is bizarre, but the beer world for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate coming on and kind of giving us little info on what's going on. I hope you guys play really well at Cup and maybe set something up with us next year. Come on out and practice us at.
Yeah, and thanks again too. I know you've given us stuff to give away on the show. This is like third time, fourth time, so we appreciate that.
And another big thank you for knocking Impact out.
But they didn't knock us out. They got knocked out by Revo.
But you guys but he put you down there, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. It's all part of the plan, you know?
Well, it's funny. We actually, so our last game got pushed to the next day.
Oh, that's right.
Which was damaged.
Because you guys played him in the dark.
But, and I was thinking, I was like, oh, I guess we got past the first round. But we didn't. We lost to damage. But the way the point spread was, we still made it on.
Right.
So on Sunday, you don't usually keep playing if you lose.
Yeah.
So that might have been hurt the morale a little bit.
Yeah, that was so weird. I mean, I was watching your games. I actually won a black coin off of them beating you guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Kevin's like, I'm not gonna bet up my black coin on this. I was like, all right, fine, you can have Impact. I'll take them in the dark because they had the black jerseys.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that was a crazy game.
Yeah, it was.
So I was a 2-1 odds.
Yeah,
2 golds for 1 black. So I got a black off you guys. By the way.
Harris Hussein won a black coin, and no, he lost. So Harris Hussein lost all his coins to Todd Adamson, and also lost his shoes, and had to work the dive booth for 20 minutes on the level impact game.
That's great.
That's right. And I think he bet Dave Youngblood, and if Dave had won, Dave had to work the NYX booth selling their pink pony. Yeah, Dave was like. And Harris, I don't think, knew who Dave was.
Great.
And they made this bet, and he's like, all right, I'll make you that bet. I win your shoes, though, and you got to work the dive booth. So Harris lost his shoes and had to work the dive booth.
That's great.
So shout out to Coin Duel and Harris for going big.
Bringing
on
some
all
entertainment,
yeah. So I'm going to I'll grab Steve Vanderwist's contact info, and then Steve, just go ahead and email me or DM me, or actually you can email just DM Justin as well, and we'll get you out that level swag bag, courtesy of Level Up and Level Up Sports. Yeah.
What's nice about being the bottom ranked team, which maybe is not nice, when you play the top ranked team, in Impact, in the pit, I'm sure you guys are like, oh, don't sleep on these guys, but in the back of your head, there's probably that we're gonna roll these dudes. So I think that really kind of helped give us a slight advantage, especially then in the dark. I don't know, Kyle. What do you think about that? When you're the top team playing the last place team, you're like, there's just that slight we're gonna roll these.
It's in the back of your mind for sure. If you don't want to have that we got this game.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't really like playing in the dark against anyone, whether it's the best team or so and so the one of the bottom teams. Like I'd rather have play to my best at any point, and then just leave it up to how the game unfolds. But I really don't like playing any of those conditions, like the rain or the dark. Like it's all yeah. But I guess it is what it is, and you guys played an excellent tournament. It wasn't like any fluke win that you just beat us. You guys beat a lot of people, so it's you guys came out to dominate, and you guys showed that. So I think it was a really cool story, and to see you guys do that.
Thank you. We appreciate it. It's been a fun ride. And thanks for having me on. I watch the show every week, sometimes the next day when I'm working from home. But I like what you guys are doing here. Giving away stuff to all the fans. I think it's awesome.
Killer, man. I appreciate that. I love it. I love it when other pros are consuming the content that's out there and showing support, showing love for the industry.
Yeah, I'm a paintball nerd, man. All of
We all are, man. We all are. Big time. Well, yeah, again, thanks very much. I appreciate you coming on and let us know. Maybe we'll give you an interview after you win World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, man. Talk to you.
Hey, Justin.
Awesome. See you guys.
Thanks. All right, everybody. Let's just fire out before Kyle takes over here. We just, we're a one-trick pony here we just got the air horn, guys. I promise you, once Alex pays his bills to the sound effects company. Also, today's light reading, is the surfing, 365 Days of Surfing. This is Where the Wild Things Are. Classic. I believe we have this in the garage also in French.
Yeah.
Which is not too helpful. And then a home book from the New York Times.
You can just look at the pictures in that one too.
Yeah,
You get the gist.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. Love it. So let's hear it, man.
So, long weekend. Been in Los Angeles the last 2 days with our business partner, Lamb, good long-time friend, who's basically our production guru, and with Mouse as well, getting everything ready. I think we were both up till like 4 a.m. last night, just finalizing everything and making sure that the website is going to work flawlessly, talking to Alex and having Kenny Rosenberg, another internet guru, just make sure that everything was pretty much locked up and perfect. But it's finally here after, I think we were doing this, had the idea and started on this before even Alex and Oliver were doing Hormesis. So it was, we're all three pretty heavy perfectionists. So we wanted to make sure that everything was exactly how it was. But I have to show you guys too, basically all the packaging here. We have one other piece that's coming in later today, so it's not with it, but it's the certificate that comes with them.
This is nice packaging.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then we have these guys, which are one of my personal favorite. These really nice cardstock.
It's like you're at the Nike store.
Yeah. You'll have your UPC labeling on. These really nice frosted heat sealed bags.
And then this one is, which one is this?
So that one is called Obsidian.
Okay.
Yeah. The predominantly
cool.
black one. And
Very
then this
cool.
one is going to be the Olympus. And then besides that, we have I know a lot of you guys that have been following on the social media see we have those little neck sleeves is what we're calling them.
Neck sleeves?
Sleeve, yeah.
Okay.
And then the beanies as well.
Oh, the thing that that Mouse wears when he's like Sir Lancelot.
I guess, yeah.
I like those.
Yeah. But so it's been heavy. We had a pretty long night last night. A lot of discussion, finalizing everything, and we're sitting about 18 minutes.
18 minutes, yeah.
17 minutes.
So the link is it TIGERWEAR.com? Yes, I did smell the bag because it's got like that fresh, brand new it smells like I'm in a department. It smells like I'm at Nordstrom, right?
Yeah.
And you open up the package.
Yeah, and we wanted everything to be.
So yes, it's smell approved. I've got very good senses. I can hear really well and I can smell really well. I can't not see very well.
Everything from the videos that we put out, from the way that the website's designed, from the marketing, from the Instagram, the packaging, what comes in the packaging, the sourcing the products, everything was hand stitched individually. We really wanted to make a foolproof, extremely well built product, and essentially like a luxury premium product. And we didn't really cut any corners on anything, and we just wanted to make something special, especially for how much the headband industry has been taking off lately. These are becoming a hot item. We wanted to make sure that there's a reason for that. So
Dizon says he wants an entire shirt that looks like this. What's the website?
So it's tigerwear.co.
Tigerwear.co. Oh yeah, because you guys are a Tigerwear company.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Tigerwear.co. So you guys
and let me just give you guys a little bit of information really quick. The website won't allow you to buy 20 of the headbands, but just so you guys know, so you don't run into that issue when it happens, you can buy one of each in your cart. So when you go to fulfill your transaction, your checkout, you can buy one of each. But if you try to add, and it's just on the headbands, if you try to add more than one, you'll get an error, and so it won't let you.
You're out.
It won't let you purchase.
One for one.
I definitely will have to ramp up that the algorithms. I was talking to Alex last night about everything he's doing, and he's just said he was even telling me. I think he said it on the show, but people that aren't even involved have any idea what paintball is. They have systems that just scan the internet.
Yeah.
And just,
you have a friend that does that.
Yeah. And but I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty wild how hard it's getting. And we didn't want that, obviously. We wanted everyone to be able to get one, and we made it pretty fair. This weekend was rough at the WC because I had tons of people like, I'll pay you double, whatever it is right now, please. Like, at one point I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take the headband off for a few hours just so I stop getting like tormented by it. But yeah, we haven't given out any information about really anything, just so it's all fair for this first one. So you guys it'll be kind of a surprise for everyone. And the cost also is one of those things that you're just gonna have to see here in a few minutes. And I don't know if you guys have any other. I mean, I guess it would be similar to Hormisa drops. You're not gonna need a password to get into the site.
So it's gonna open.
It's gonna open up. I'm gonna disable the password right here at 5, and it's gonna go live.
Oh, so there is a password.
There's a password right now. Yeah, but it is not gonna be released till 5.
Okay.
No brown. Oh, this is another cool thing. I'll talk to you guys about this. There isn't brown because we went for weeks and we kept going back to the fabric stores so that we weren't having to print the design on it. So this is actually sewn, and we went and found big rolls of these two that we thought that would be were the best for this first one. We are going to be doing some future stuff with more like earth tones, so like your browns and your sands and like heather grays and stuff like that. Some more of like those basic solid colors, but and that's the next on the list. So there will be a lot more colors available, but we wanted to go with this too at first, something that wasn't like digitally printed on here, so it's not going to fade. It's basically like, think of like a pair of denim that you've had for 5 years. It has its own characteristics of wear, and that's what these are going to do. So that the design's never going to it's not going to rub off. It's going to be there. Only thing you might get is like some little blemishes and whatnot. So it's pretty special. We're really stoked on it, and happy that we finally have it out.
It finally has it. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people even, and now look, I am not a partner in Hormesis, nor am I a partner in TIGERWEAR. I just happen to be surrounded with people who have brilliant ideas and work really hard to create awesome things. So please, I'm sorry I can't hook you up with, I can't get you the thing. I can't like set one aside for you. All I can do is ask him, which makes it some weird thing, a telephone. So just ask him, because he's probably going to tell you the same thing he's going to tell me, or vice versa. So yeah.
It's funny. We were Mouse and I were in a group chat with Nick Laval today, and Nick's like, "What's the quantity on those?" And Mouse said, "I'm not telling you," to Nick, and I was like, "I'm sure you could have probably told Nick." But you think for that?
It would just go here. It would only go there.
Oh yeah.
It would only go to them. Right?
Yep.
Here's your call.
So, I might do a little special.
You can do it in 5 minutes. You can give them like a couple of minutes. Now, here's one thing that I do want everybody to know, okay? Because we've, I know that we've got our true, everybody who's in here, because you guys aren't here specifically just for the drop. Like you can tell when the Hormesis drop is, we got like an extra 300 people, and then as soon as that drop goes, boom, everybody's gone. So you should just open another tab and then just keep clicking refresh. Hopefully you guys have like a good amount of like server special and stuff like that. And everybody's like, how many people on the site? What's going on? The link isn't correct. So this is not a Hormesis drop, guys. Just also so you know, this is a TIGERWEAR drop. This is another. Well, I think that if you don't already know, I'm sorry, we can't explain this again.
Yeah.
This is Kyle's and
Yeah.
Mouse.
Yeah.
and our buddy Lamb. And then there's also the Hormesis thing, which we also have an announcement after all the dust settles from once these sell out. That we have one of these things that has been donated to the show. It came in just the other day. This is going to be part of the charity stuff, and I've got another really cool auction piece over there next to the candy bowl. If anybody is getting any packages from the Spic Span Show lately, a bunch of them were sent out today. You're going to be getting some candy because it's Halloween. We're really curating some really fun stuff here. You also might find a couple of little spooky bats in your packages. So if you get a package and you're like, oh, I wonder what this is, and there's some candy and some spooky bats, it was from us. There would also be a pair of goggles in there too for some of you, and other cool little things. So it says there's no password link there.
There's a password.
Oh, there's a password.
Yeah, you can't get into the site.
You can't look. I'm on TIGERWEAR company right now. It says opening. Oh, top right. It says enter using password. So there is a password protection on here. So I believe that one of us knows the password right now, and I don't know if you guys got to beg, cheat, steal your way into getting that, or if maybe Kyle's nice enough, he can release it to the mega members or something along those lines. But again, we want to make sure. Or we, I keep saying we. I always say we.
That's good. It's fine.
I get pulled into saying we a lot. They want to make sure that everybody gets a very equal and safe chance and stuff like that. Safe chance. But in the next couple of minutes, while everybody's fingers and palms are sweating and they're thinking about this, I'm going to take the next couple of minutes just to mention one thing, because I was just at the WCPPL. I was talking to a couple of people. Every time I look over and I see the water that the refs are getting the purified drinking water, I kind of cringe a little bit. Yeah. And I know a lot of people have tired of hearing me say the stuff about the spring,
this weekend too, and
spring water.
I was dehydrated and I was
pounding water.
Yeah.
Got to drink the water. But another report just came out. Now, I wrote this article on my website, and I was talking to High Tone about it too, and he was drinking the pH water because that was where it's marketed, and he thought this stuff was really good for him, and yada, yada, yada. Anyway, I've got this killer article. Well, I think it's killer. Very controversial, actually. Article on my website, RyanGreenspan.com, no password needed, about the water that you may or may not be drinking. But thankfully, there was this big report that just came out on a very trusted news site, and there's also a map, an interactive map that you can look at. And basically, I say you should drink spring water over tap water or purified drinking water. Mainly if you're going to go to the paintball field and you got to buy some water. Buy spring water, not purified water. Now, there are these things called PFAS, P-F-A-S, polyphenol. I can't pronounce it off the top of my head, but there's this interactive map that you can check the water that you are drinking. And it's probably, especially if you live somewhere in the Midwest or near any kind of water source, like a river that's like Pennsylvania, has these the levels of how bad this stuff is off the charts. And basically, it's part of 3M and Teflon's, like the Teflon basically is leaching into the water because they're throwing these chemicals into the water. Anyway, it's incredibly bad for you, and I keep telling people stop drinking your tap water, but nobody wants to listen to me. A lot of people got really angry with me about that. That was like the most controversial article I said, because anyway, or you can eat an apple. An apple's a really good way of looking at it, but you got to check it out. Go to my website and read the thing about the water, and then look and have your local, if you're drinking tap water regularly, stop doing it. Have your water tested, please. I don't drink tap water at all. Kyle only drinks tap water when he eats something really hot. And then he needs a constant water source flowing into his mouth. But please, guys, Michigan gang, don't drink from the hose, Mario. Have your water tested, please, please, please. You could have a very, 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 very bad water coming out of there. There's also an interactive map. It's like ewg.gov or something like that. It's this water management company. If you live anywhere near a DuPont factory, for instance, in like a 100-mile radius, don't drink your tap water. Please. Please. Oh, yeah, and Florida tap water smells like someone smoking cigarettes into the water source.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stuff in Orlando. Anyway.
I was surprised those Hunter guys, too, even. We drank, like, all purified water on the first day, and then the second day they had a ton of spring water, and they had already actually, like, pre-made a ton of them with electrolytes in them, and I was like, this is great.
Yeah, they're on it.
And they're like, yeah, we usually don't drink purified water. They were all same.
Yeah, they're anyway. So, that bought me some time, Kyle. You can
I think you can...
Okay.
It's time. So there might be for you mega members out there, you might have just received
a message in
a
your
message.
community section. All right, so open a tab if you're a mega support status member. There's about 100 of you guys. Also, mega support status members, we're picking out your poster right now. These are going to be sent to print at Island Designs. If you guys are a mega support status member right now, check your community tab, and there might be a password in there. I don't know.
Oh, that's today. That's pretty crazy.
I get it. I guess it. Oh wow, that's how many people have
I went
visited
to
your
the
site
site today.
So open up a tab. If you guys want to upgrade your subscription, you'll get the password. So but don't worry about it, guys. Ross, class act. There are plenty of headbands for everybody. I promise you. We have 170 members or 170 viewers right now. We made a sale yet, because in 4 minutes, and actually 3 minutes and a couple of seconds, we are going to they're gonna unlock the whole deal. Unlock the whole deal. So
a few more minutes.
So anyway, and the post has no likes, so people probably haven't even seen it. It's a very secretive page. Not a lot of people even know about the community tab.
How to get to it?
Because look, who goes onto YouTube for social media? You go on here to watch and interact and have fun. There we go. Mr. William Aguilar already got one. David Rome does not know how to look. Guys, I know this is exciting, and I know it's really, really frustrating sometimes too. But just bear with the process and everything. Let's see here, it's going live here in about 3 minutes, and while we're waiting, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the. Whoops, that was a credit card. I'm gonna grab those posters here in a second, but. Dude, look at what I found in the garage. So I said I wanted to come up with some good giveaways for the... so on the top right, guys, of the website, there's a little enter a password, and that's where you put it in. You guys, actually, the password's pretty easy to guess also.
Stop.
We have 2 minutes left.
Yeah, but yeah. I was actually scared of that when that was going on. I was like, oh, that was not good.
That was not good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised people... Because when the Hormesis dropped, people guessed Iceland really quickly. I also did a very clever, I don't know what it's called, but in the description when it was my thing of the YouTube show, every first letter of every sentence was capitalized, and I made it spell out Iceland. So anyway, this is really cool. I found this in the garage. It's a first place medal from San Diego 2005 that Oliver signed the back of. So this was Oliver's 2005 NPPL San Diego first place medal. This is going to be going out into the raffle that we're going to do for charity. And I figured I'm going to wait a little bit because I know that some of you guys out there are garbage PBA. It's not password. The password is not password. But if you ever want to break into my computer, that is my password for my computer. His password. So shout out to Derek Weagle.
We just got about
Thank
one
you.
more minute here.
You got a sale? Have you had a sale?
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Look at that. And guys, there are plenty of items still in the cart for you guys. I feel like I'm on like the Home Shopping Network right now as I'm talking about all this. Anyway, so I did mention a couple of the things that I do want to give away. We've got those i3 goggles. I've got this shirt donated from the Hormesis Owners Group and Paul Vincent. I'm going to throw in this Oliver Lang signed 2005 medal. I know David Rome is sending in a couple of things, so I'm going to curate. I'm going to get a bunch of stuff, and we're going to have a really big one, and I'll launch it the first week in November. So we do have some time. So I want to make sure that I got a lot of prizes out there. So it really, and we'll do a good amount of raffle tickets, and all the proceeds are going to be going to charity. So we'll find a couple of really good charities. I know that a lot of you guys wanted to give 1 minute until it goes. Should we just give? She wanted to tell everybody who's watching this. Just a little bonus for watching the show.
Yeah, I'll give you guys about 30 seconds. The password is Tiger King.
Tiger King. How did you not guess that?
Easy.
It's Tiger King.
Tiger King, go. You have about a 30 seconds
before everybody
start.
who's not watching the it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
2 new orders. Boom.
I'll give you guys a 10-second 10
Yeah,
more
so
seconds
guys,
here.
Tiger King is the code. Go on to tigerwear.co. Top right-hand corner, it says password protected. Unlock the code. I don't know if it's case sensitive or not. And then there we go. You guys got first crack because we love you.
Online store is love.
If it were up to me, I've been hammering Kyle all day. I'm like, give it to all of our
Yeah,
guys.
he was like, give it.
Come on, we got to give it to everybody.
If I gave it to everyone, and I mean, you guys are here first, so you know that I just made it live. You'll get it first. Like, I think that a lot of people are still going to be trickling in. Might not be right at 5. It might come in like a few minutes. So.
And these are limited, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, great.
I'm not gonna tell you guys
Quantities,
but there is one that there's a lot fewer of than the other one. So that'll probably show up first. But let me guys also, what do you guys think about the website too?
Wow, I see a lot of Kyle, right there off the break. But you're number 85, right? What number's mouse? 89.
I don't know why it says that your guys' payment won't work because it's letting a lot of people.
Uh-oh.
I'll
is it
text
because my
IT.
card got declined? Use Google Pay? Oh no. Let me see. I'll try to buy one right now. Let's see. I want the neck sleeve. Okay. Add to cart. So what's the 99% off discount code? Oh, and this just in. We've got because of this in the sense of bands. Island Designs. Shout out to James, who will be printing one of these posters here shortly. He is giving away a Hormesis headband right now for one of you guys. So I'm gonna spin the wheel for that one. Someone's gonna get a wheel.
I think that the payment order thing is. They were trying to do Shopify Pay. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with the orders because there's 48 orders right now.
Express checkout. I can't express checkout. There we go.
Oh, Shopify. Oh yeah, you gotta bust out the credit card.
Yeah, you got to put the card in.
This is good though, because now I just made it a little bit more difficult for you guys.
Yeah. So I'm in there. So
I mean, I don't think you have to.
I don't have to
do
buy
it
one.
if you want. Yeah, because it's working.
What
Just a
if
second
I wanted to buy
okay,
next
yeah,
week?
yeah.
Well, now you just made me close it.
Okay, sorry.
So we've got. Oh wow, even better. So we've got an Iron Kids band here to give away. This is from James Hall at Island Design. So this is going to be added to the list of giveaways today. Thank you very much, James. So we are ripping on TIGERWEAR, password Tiger King. Well, actually, you don't need a password.
We don't need a password now, but
The password is.
man, you guys should have guessed that. I would have wrote that.
Yeah.
I would have just been like, this would be funny if this was the password.
Yeah, TH Steven said that he was trying to. Yeah, so just don't use Shopify. Use Apple Pay.
Let me see. I might be able to turn Apple Pay on really quick.
Oh yeah, fire them all up.
Well, we turned some of them off because talking to Kenny said that a lot of those can cause issues on your first one.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, Kyle, my EBT did not work. Okay, well, yeah. So there we go. TH Steven says that it worked. So anyway, working out the kinks. It's the first one. I think there's still plenty of items in there. So, yep. Test mode. That looks very confusing to me.
Yeah.
So anyway, let me show you guys a couple of these before we jump into the other thing. Let me grab some of these these David Rome edits here. So, as everybody knows, if you're a Mega Support Status member, I need your address, but most of you guys already sent it. We just recently ran out of posters, and I've been working on some posters. Eagle Scout PB sent me a link to a bunch of photos, and so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna whip up a new poster, and I was racking my brain a little bit and said, it just doesn't look very cool. I was just not the creative juices weren't flowing. So I hit up our buddy David Rome, and he put his editing tools on hold and whipped up 5 new posters in the matter of about 10 or 15 minutes. Nice. All high resolution. So, and I couldn't really choose which one I wanted. We've got, so we kind of named them. This is the geometric one. Now the photos are all the same. Hold on. Actually, I have them all on here. Look, I'll just do this. So we'll go geometric, and then we've got these two right here. These ones are pretty good. Okay. The geometric, and then we've got the grunge, I believe, is on the left. Geometric is on the right. Then we've got, let's see here. We've got the retro and what I'm calling soft. Okay. And then the other two that I didn't put in, which are actually beginning to grow on me. And as a matter of fact, the guy at FedEx Kinko's, is it still called Kinko's or no?
I believe so.
Ooh, Obsidian is sold out. Better get that blue. Better get on that blue.
So why you're getting test mode is I was testing it earlier. This is not to scare you, but I forgot to turn it off. But it's still it tracks everybody's in line, so I have to go through it manually and accept it all. But that's why you guys were getting that test mode thing. But all good.
But yeah, good news is there's still, what is the other one? These ones, I like this one better than the Obsidian.
I do too.
Yeah. This is the one that you wear. This is the one the mouse wears too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, mouse wears the other one a lot
okay.
more, but
I know he wears the other thing. And then these ones are actually growing on me right here with the little swirls in the background. We're calling this one retro. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get your guys' opinion and Kyle's opinion. I almost got Hannah, the dog. We've settled with the name Hannah. We just kept with it. We almost got her opinion when she tried to eat all of these. And then there's this one that's also my favorite. So what I'm going to do also is we're going to pick a poster, and these will be printed by James at Island Designs, along with some new stickers as well. And we'll be sending, if you have not gotten your poster, we'll be sending out these. We also have some sticker packs coming. And Field One Paintball is donating microfibers, barrel condoms. Are they called barrel bags or barrel condoms?
I thought it was barrel condoms, but I get made fun of when I say that.
Okay. Is it barrel condom or a barrel bag? Anyway, so barrel bags. Anyway, so you're gonna be getting those, and then also I'm working with Alex Mott to make us some Spic and Span ornaments for the holiday season. And it's the holidays, okay? And everybody can just do what they would like with this, no matter what your religious affiliation is. You can just
165 orders.
All right, great.
That's a lot, guys.
We did it.
Impressive.
We did it. So yeah, these posters are really cool. So big thanks to James. For printing these things out in advance. Mm-hmm. Thank you, James. Also, and the headband and Mr. Rome also for firing these things out so fast. That was even equally as impressive. Very impressive, because what I sent him compared to what he came back with is night and day. So okay. So there's gonna be so this is in from James from Island Designs. The details for the Hormesis headband giveaway is going to be, they're gonna be doing a t-shirt design contest for Hormesis. The winners are gonna get an Iron Kids headband and the exclusive shirt. So I believe he's going to be sending all that out over to me. So and just so if you guys have noticed, the new emojis for the 1 year members are in. You can see that right there on Mr. Dizon's logo right there. He's got the cool. It's like a medal, but it's really small. So it's hard to tell really what's going on in there. But if you are a member for 1 year, you get a very cool special emoji signifying that. So we want to thank you guys very much, all of you, for that support there.
Sorry, that was a little bit stressful here.
You're stressing out?
Well, yeah, it was a little stressful because it was in test mode, and so it was like, felt bad. if it was gonna cause some crazy problem. So I was just having to make sure it was all good.
We're all
so
good?
We're all good now.
All right, if you ordered one and it took a payment, you got it. It's going.
Because
It's
it
happening.
basically was like, in test mode, allows me to purchase, or you guys also, whoever purchase, without it going through. So it's just like a demo. But then after, you can still like capture, you can fulfill the order.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which would have been scary if it was like,
Yeah.
if I had to be like, all right, redo.
Oh, redo,
Yeah.
redo. That would not have been good.
No.
It's okay. We do that all the time. Sometimes I don't turn the recording thing on. Sometimes I didn't stream it and we're just talking to ourselves for the first 5 minutes. All that stuff happens. But yeah, so anyway, what I'm going to do is I do want to give away everybody. Well, I'm going to give away 5 of these posters today, signed. So some of you guys will get, if you are a member of the show, I'm just going to spin the wheel and you're going to get access to one of these posters. And then when we choose whichever one we like the most, that is what the Mega Support Status members are going to be getting, along with a special Field One little thank you package. And then next month we are going to be giving away the ornaments along with a sticker sheet, also courtesy of Island Design. So we're just working on the ornaments. I cannot guarantee though that every single one of them will be hand painted by Sloan. This is an original right here. So and then of course stay tuned for a lot of other very cool drops and anyway, so what are we thinking? So TRG Goat Mega Support packages. So we do ship them internationally though. But if it's a big package, we do ask that you help with the shipping. So Jonas Falleth, I know he got the poster and he got some of the bands and he got one of the month's things, and we'll also get another one, or we'll hold it for 2 months or 3 months and ship you one big package is another way of doing it as well. So, because, another thing to note, shipping charges just went up. Thank you, USPS. I did just find that one out today. So, but
Yeah, we were
yes,
looking at that today. So.
we will be shipping. We do ship internationally. So don't worry about that. We will just make sure that we get, everything kind of box it all up into one thing. So it kind of saves on the shipping costs. And then let's see, what else did we have on the list of things that are going down here? We got
You want to talk about the WC
my God,
a little bit too?
Dead Man's Walk.
Oh yeah, do you have the video?
I don't have the video. I don't know how to get it. I
have
you
the video.
You have the video. Send me
Yeah.
the video. Let's put it up here right now.
Okay. It would be easier if I could tell you where it is.
Yeah, you tell me where it is and what to do.
I just need to finish making sure that this is correct.
So you tell me where it is. So all right.
It's on Twitch. So it's Twitch WCPPL.
Okay, Twitch. WCPPL.com or something? I've never been on Twitch.
No, just
before.
go to Twitch and then WCPPL. Yeah, we need your guys' vote on if this was
legit.
a Dead Man's Walk or not.
Okay.
This is a great discussion.
This is a great one. I'm
So I
actually
think
really
it's,
excited.
there's a video, I think it says 54 minutes. Go click videos.
Okay. Wow, this is Twitch, huh? Okay, mobile stream. And does it show the whole thing? 2 days ago? Which one is it?
It's the one that says, keep scrolling down.
5:44.
Scroll down a little more.
There's no more.
Oof.
Okay, so we might not show it. So let's just paint the picture, unless you can find it for me, and then
Okay,
send me
yeah.
the link. So, painting the picture here. It was you were coaching the Hunters.
Yeah.
Okay. You were coaching the Hunters. The Hunters. Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate that very much. And you were coaching the Hunters. Blake was coaching the Gummy Bears, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. It was the Gummy Bears were winning 2 different times during the match, correct?
Yes, by 2.
By 2.
They had the field figured out.
And this field was very difficult, actually. This was a very strange field. It was mirrored on both sides. It's like a lot of the other scores in the other divisions were like 2-1, 1-1, like 2-1 in overtime. It was not in a very exciting or very dynamic field.
No, not at all.
But if you could shoot a guy off one of the outsides off the break, which is what kind of screwed up, or that's how we got lost in mob so badly. If if you can shoot a guy off one side or the other, then you could then turn the field quite a bit easier.
Yeah.
Right. But it was really difficult. It was hard to shoot guys off the break. And
it was, and you had to. It was one of those fields though, like you could risk every once in a while, and it would be very rewarding. But it was timing. Like it would either make or break that point. And we'd been playing that same game, so it was a pretty heavy pocket field in a sense. And the Gummy Bears were just beating us at that game. We thought that we would just win off talent and like slight variations, but they kept, we get a few points and then they just run up like 3 points on us. So they were getting like 2 points to our 1, actually like 3 points to our 1, and then a lot of the guys are like, man, they're in a super aggressive team, and it wasn't that type of field. So I'm like, you guys, like, let's just punch them. Nothing else is working. Like, live or die by the sword here. Like, if we're gonna go down, like, let's just go down, like, going at them.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked like 2 points, and then they started shooting us. So we moved a little bit of stuff around, and then we just kept attacking, and we're like getting these breakthroughs. So then at about, I think it was point. They were beating us 5-4.
No, you guys I think were down 2 when he did the move.
I think this tied it.
No,
Or it gave them the lead.
he said that you were down. I think you were down by 2. You scored that point, and then they got a penalty in the next one, which tied it up, and then you scored the next one or something like that.
Wow.
Or maybe it was.
Yeah.
Maybe it was down 1. I don't know.
But anyways,
okay, here we go. It was sent to my Instagram.
Oh, someone sent it. Okay, perfect.
Well, I don't know. Let's see here.
Yeah, Adam sent it to your.
Adam sent it to my Instagram.
There's so many videos on the.
I can't find it. Oh, here we go. Shared. You can't. I can't use that. Shared a reel. I need to have the link here so I can get it on Twitch. Sharing it to. Oh, this is awesome. That is not a dead man's walk at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
So really quick, someone asked, will these be released again? I would say there's probably a 98% chance no, because what we did is we went and found this fabric and we bought everything that we could, and then that's it. So, and we're probably going to try to stay pretty consistent, especially with these exclusive ones that, once we sell it, it's gone. But you might have to wait because we did keep some, maybe, that we might release way down the line. But so yeah, that's it. We're not going to keep making that same material. So at least for these 2 models here that we made.
Huh. Sorry, I need. If someone has the link, so okay, I just watched.
I can look for it.
Pull it up. No, I can't pull it up on my iPad. Here it is. Chris, you keep saying here it is, but there's no link attached. So I don't have Instagram on my iPad because Instagram's a mobile phone thing, and who wants to look at Instagram on your iPad and then when it's this big, the size of my phone? May as well just use my phone. It's just silly. So what I can do, hold on, I got it here. Hold on, I can go to Instagram here, and I can go to my messages. We're getting this for you guys.
And then you can do it like that.
Yeah,
Nice.
but it's not like this is super lousy. It's the same thing. It's just a phone. Like you can't even see what's going on here. All right, let me see if I can. Does anybody have a link to this? Okay. I'm gonna bring you guys over to the other screen. I'm not a fan of what is gonna happen right here, but let's see if I can zoom in on this second monitor big time. Let's get a big zoom in here. Hold on. Okay, so we're gonna jump over to the second monitor here. You're gonna see a very small screen. There we go. All right. So let's jump over to the monitor here. Hold on. He's just, I gotta wait for it to refresh here. And then, oh man, this is pretty epic. Okay, so here it is. Okay, this is the aftermath of what just happened. So here it comes right through the middle. He bunkers somebody. Continues to run down the field. The gummy bears did not shoot him, and then he just turns around and shoots everybody. I don't know if... Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. So, it does not appear... I don't know if that was his intention. He checked himself. Who was that in the back center that looked the other way right, or stood over the top? Looks like Brandon. So, okay. Comes through here. Brandon looks like that, or whoever that is. Looks like they shot him or pointed their gun at him. Oh, wow. This is bad.
So they didn't shoot him. I mean, I don't know. I obviously, you know, at the time, I'm going to go, it's not a dead man's walk. It's unintentional. But when I think about it, if I'm on the other side, I'm like, you're not really supposed to, like, overshoot someone. So if you see a player that's, like, obviously they're, like, walking off the field, you could obviously shoot him, but you don't. Like, that's where I would argue that point. I'd be like, well...
Well, and the other thing is they were giving out penalties for overshooting at this one.
Yeah.
Like they were like, a lot of people I had noticed got warned or got got in trouble. A lot of things were happening that they thought he was shot and didn't want to torch him. And Mario, you're right? Because that was a big thing. And we're like, don't overshoot. And if there's a guy standing, it's just crazy to me that he made it so far and wasn't hit. And I'm sure that, like, you know, if you pop over the top and you see a guy kind of cowering, like who was that? Mario, was that in that back center? Was that Brando or no? But anyway, you see the back center player kind of look at him, but you're right. Like, he wouldn't shoot the guy that's kind of like running like this.
Yeah.
And I don't know, did he get bounced running through the middle there?
No, he didn't get shot at all.
He said that his deal was, he was like, okay, I was talking to my guy there. My plan was to go bunker that center guy.
Yeah.
And probably trade out, because I talked to him about it, because he's like, dude, did you see what happened? And he was like, my plan was to go bunker him, and I just assumed that I was going to get shot a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to draw a penalty, so I was just going to try to draw the guns.
Yeah.
Right? So he bunkered that center player and immediately was like, here it comes.
Yeah.
And he said he went like this to like cower, because who runs to the middle of the field and doesn't get shot?
Yeah.
And then he's like, I started running, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw Grayson, and like he was just kind of took too many strides before his head. He said before his like he got to his senses and was like, hold on, I didn't get shot.
Yeah.
He was like, I couldn't switch that fast. And then there was like, I saw the back center guy kind of like shoot and immediately turn to call the kill.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and then all of a sudden I was on their side of the field and was like, dude, no one shot me.
Yeah.
And so he just turned around and started shooting everybody. So
I was sitting in the pit and I was watching, like, kind of from like the back of the Snake 1 area. And all of a sudden I just see all the gummy bear players getting shot in the back. And I was like, I asked the kid next to me, I was like, did someone just come down the Snake? Like, I didn't see anyone. And they're like, dude, I don't know. What's going on? And then I go see him hang the flag and I go, I thought he was dead. This is pretty wild.
Yeah, and I mean, Bobby, and I see a lot of people kind of weighing in on this, and Bobby, that's why you punish the guy that's on your side of the field, and usually that is what happens, right? Yeah. But Mario put up a good point, you know. This thing just dropped over there again.
What do you got?
I don't know. That's strange.
Looks like we're live here.
Yeah,
we're good.
That's weird. I'm looking at the screen, and it seems like the feed is back up. Go back to the thing. Anyway, he jumps over to the other side, and Mario, you're right. Like when you pop over the top to look at the bad guys, and you see someone kind of doing this, you're usually like, I'm not going to put extra on them, because it's not a really nice thing to do.
Yeah.
So with that being said, oh, there we go. I accidentally clicked the wrong button. So it does look like he was walking off. And Austin, you can't really walk them off the field. Now, you can in the NXL for the Pro Division. There's no overshooting. You'll get a warning. But like I said, they were saying, they kept saying, like, warning people for overshooting. That was like a big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of overshooting penalties whatsoever. I mean, I know what I signed up for, so it's not like. But yeah, and he kind of like the way he flinched. And it was like he was there. I don't know. I can't say that it was his intention to do that.
Yeah.
I think it was like when you go and bunker somebody out of the center, you're just assuming that you have two people. The one that just keeps running, like gunning up.
Yeah.
Or you're kind of like, here it comes. And it looks like he was like, here it comes. Wait a minute. It didn't happen. And then by the time he brings his gun down, was kind of like hit 4 strides up. And everybody probably looked at him, or some people probably looked at him and were like, oh, he's hit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What do you guys think? Did you, and Alex Cooper, I did not.
Yeah. What did you guys, I know some of you guys said that, but
What happened?
like, what do you guys think? Do you think it was a dead man's walk or?
Yeah, I mean, but then again, like,
I might do the same thing.
And
if I was like,
so the best part about it is I told my team, my guys, I was like, dude, it's a dead man's walk. They're like, what's a dead man's walk? Right? So for those of you guys who don't know what a dead man's walk is, and I think a lot of people do, because it was a sleazy art form back in the day, mastered by none other than Ron Kilborn, and a handful of other people. Actually, it's funny, Alex got dead man's walked, or sorry, I think Meter and Jesse, or not Meter and Jesse, Meter and AJ got dead man's walked at the 10-man.
Oh, really?
In Chicago this weekend, Alex said.
Like a purposeful one?
Yeah. So the dead man's walk was started in like 10-man and 10-man when you had armbands, right?
Yeah.
So we used to always have to wear armbands to signify that you're alive.
Yeah.
Right? If you're not wearing an armband, that means you're dead.
Well, none of the refs signaled him out, too.
Right, and that's the other thing. But, like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they all said next to me, too. They said, like, I didn't see him get shot. He didn't get shot, so I don't know. Like, he... Yeah,
and here you go, is like, the real Cujo and tabletop, not a dead man's walk, at least if we didn't do it on purpose. And a dead man's walk is intentional, right? You'd hear them go, I'm going to walk. BC used to do it every so often, right? He's like, I'm walking. And you just like, you take your tank, right? And you were originally supposed to hold your gun over your head. And that's why in Europe, they make you put your hand on your head.
Yeah.
Right? That was a rule for a while. Hand on head. This signifies you're dead, because there is that little bit of gray area where someone could like go and bunker somebody and be like, ready to think it was a trade and be like, I'm not hit. Hello. Yeah. And you can technically, that eliminates that whole bonus balling thing. Like if you're shooting somebody who has their hand on the head, then you're intentionally trying to do it, not out of malice. Oh, Jacob, I am sad that J Stu can't make that. I don't know. But yeah, Mario, I'm sure you guys are a little upset about that, and I mean, I know it's like, it's such a weird gray area sort of thing, and I think that your guys were thinking the same thing, like, dude, I don't know how that happened. Did you see what happened? This is crazy. That was what I was getting, and actually even you said it to me. You texted me and go, oh my god, you're not going to believe what happened. You've got to see it. So there's a ton of things that kind of go on and are in there for that, and it's definitely a gray area. I don't think that when he was on that side of the field going, hey Kyle, thinking, oh, and we're down 2 points or down a point, like, I know how I'm gonna get us back in here. I'm gonna walk through the middle of the field.
No, we said it was like super like accident. Like you couldn't even ever plan that.
Because like, look, imagine this. Imagine you're like, okay, I'm gonna go dead man's walk, guys. I'm a sleazy person. I'm gonna dead man's walk a team. And how often does someone just walk out of their spot? I get shot every single time, and I don't think guys are doing it on purpose, but everybody there's paint just going through the air. Who's not looking through the center of the field? Who's not shooting through the center of the field? And I know that Brandon did see him when he popped over the top. At that point, though, he was kind of like looking here and was like, oh, that guy's hit, and that was a very nice thing, because I would have done the same thing. I wouldn't have shot the guy. If there's a guy running like this, I'm not going to shoot him. I don't bonus ball people unless they really, really deserve it. Next weekend, if you are in a tank or a mech warrior, I'm gonna bonus ball you. That's just how you have to. You have to shoot the guy. That's what they're designed for to do. But there aren't any of those kind of things here in this field. So yeah, I mean, that's like, you can't have both, right? If that were to happen and then they started bonus balling everybody every point after that, the refs couldn't have said anything, right?
No, I mean, it's kind of tough. It was a super gray area thing. It's like a freak accident. It's like, I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah, and Darcy, there's another thing to that. Like, there's another flip story to that. Refs should never call overshooting penalties when the guys are casually walking off through the lanes. It's funny because Dynasty has always been the victim of the overshooters, right? That happened to us, and the infamous him maliciously overshooting Archie one time in the pack when he ran around, getting a major that cost us the event. Oliver used to always get major overshooting penalties.
Yep.
You know, you got one actually with us too. Is like you were shooting down the tape.
Oh yeah.
In the snake in Dallas.
Yeah.
And someone just like you were shooting like this, and the
I was,
guy
like,
walks
doing a
out of
blind
the
shot,
walks out of the snake and gets shot by you, and you're like, that's overshooting. You know.
Yeah.
So one is accidental overshooting. The other one is the guy's standing on the sidelines and he's getting peppered.
Yeah.
The refs in the PSP and then NXL event number 1 really had it out for us. There was no doubt there whatsoever. Like it was just so malicious. But that's the thing is when there are overshooting penalties, it leaves it up. There's a very, very, very subjective line that's left up to the refs, and that's a big problem because what Ryan does to somebody where accidentally someone runs through a lane and gets shot versus Kyle, someone running through a lane, or someone maybe the refs don't like us or they like the other guy more and it's like, I feel like Ryan got shot a little overshot there. We're gonna go pull a penalty.
Yeah.
So I got overshot really badly that one time against Drew.
Oh yeah.
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 And everybody, it was right in front of our pits. You guys were all pissed. Like everybody's freaking out. And I'm like, dude, I don't care. I know it sucks. It's like a disrespectful thing to do, but I know what I signed up for. Right? I didn't sign up to get overshot, but I at least know that I'm good enough that if someone really fucks with me, I could probably get them back nicely.
Yeah. There's equalizers.
And we're in the pro division. It's like, oh man, I got fouled in the NBA. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like you bumped into me. You're just playing the line. Like I don't overshoot people intentionally.
Yeah.
Like I said, unless like I know that they scummed me out pretty badly, then I'll make sure that I get it. But for the most part, 99% of the time, I'm going to shoot you and you're going to get out. If I get shot, I'm going to get out. Like that's just how it should go. Unless you're a mech guy or you're in a tank in a big game next weekend. I will definitely be catching a lot of people in those things, like these things.
There was a funny thing about that too is there's a newer player on DMG. He's been around, but I'm not gonna say his name. But at the beginning of the year, we had like a practice up there, and it was like point like 5 or 10 into the day, and we had won we were winning like every single point, and he like started to overshoot the shit out of everyone, and I was like, do you really want to start that when you guys aren't winning? And like you don't think that it's gonna be tenfold worse for you. So if you plan to start overshooting, make sure that at least your team's be able to back it up.
That's another
too,
thing. Yeah, make sure you guys can back it up. If you start overshooting somebody out of frustration, don't do it to people that are a lot better than you.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe that's So that's if you've learned anything from the Spic Span Show, don't overshoot somebody. Like I'm not, I'm not trying to box Mike Tyson. Yeah. You just don't do that.
Yeah.
So overballing. Shout out to Trevor Reeser in the house.
Overballing.
Trevor Reeser was just shooting an auto mag I saw at the gun range over the weekend. Does anybody or a mini mag? I'm actually was surprised he even got that reference. I wasn't sure, Trevor, when I told you about the mini mag thing. So he's got. Did you know what a mini mag looks like? No, you don't.
I think so. Maybe.
No chance. No chance. You know what I do. You do not know what a mini mag is. So
isn't it like long and the hopper goes like the thing is angled on the side?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So, oh wait, it was on his story. So the mini mag was pretty cool. The barrel system is very strange. It had metal ball detents. Surprise, surprise when you break paint.
Yeah.
But it had this it had a shroud over it, right? And it was like. You can anodize only the shroud. The rest of the gun was like stainless steel. And somehow Trevor Reeser's got a yellow mini mag pistol. I don't quite understand because it had these like little vents on the side. It's pretty cool. Maybe he can text you a picture of it. But I was like,
Trevor, send me a pic.
Trevor, send him a picture of your mini mag. Kevin Yantosh shot one when he's sick. Dude, they were like the sickest. So basically, before electronic guns, before half of you guys were born, actually, who were watching this, definitely before Mario's son was born, there were there were non-electronic paintball guns, and the autococker and the auto mag were like the top guns. Yosh had an auto mag. They had a thumb adjust on the back. You could turn the velocity up by just turning the back of it, and it was like there was the two guns. The auto mag shot like that. It was like an LV1 kind of thing. Had that the trajectory, and an autococker shot dead straight. So Yeah, send that to my computer.
Okay.
Airdrop it to the. That's your computer.
Oh yeah.
Push the bottom 3. Oh, just send it to Ryan Greenspan. So we're gonna pull this. Here we go. Accept. Save to downloads. So I'm gonna bring this one up right here, and you're gonna so you guys know. And can you ask him exactly what the hell it was that he what he was shooting? I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about guns. I mean,
That looks like a James Bond gun.
yeah, right. So let me find this. This is a funny. Where did it just go? Send that again.
Yeah.
Oops.
Better let her out. Rose is scratching on the door over here.
So hold on. Media source image. Did you send it to me again?
No. You want it to the computer or to your phone?
Whatever you can send it to.
I can do both.
Send it to the computer.
Yeah.
Let's go to the computer. Here it is. Accept. Save to downloads.
Here, I'll let you out.
Bingo. All right. So I'm going to bring this up right now. So this is funny. Again, did he... Let me see here. Oh, here it is. So... whoops. Here it is. It's upside down. But you guys get the idea. So this is his pistol. Okay. It is... yeah, they were these they're incredibly heavy. So imagine like the mini mag was incredibly heavy, and they didn't shoot great, but they were like ahead of their time. But they looked fucking cool, man.
Is this candy for me?
Yeah, you can eat it. You gotta say trick or treat, but whatever.
Trick or treat.
So that's the Trevor Reeser home defense mechanism. There, I'm gonna pull up what a mini mag looks like here.
Oh, so that's not a mini mag?
No, that I think that was an actual pistol, I guess.
Yeah.
Oops. So what a mini mag looks like for those of you guys who are, just unsure what I'm talking about. Oh, that didn't work. All right, here we go. Image source here, image 2. Let's go ahead and get it from right there. That's a small little image. So here is the mini mag. These things are pretty dope, though. See it now?
Yeah.
Did you know what that was?
Yeah.
You knew what that was?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought for sure you were bluffing. So yeah, shout out to everybody from back then, from way back then, who was a super throwback moment right there. Yeah. So Yosh used to shoot an auto mag. I shot an auto cocker. Then I got the Angel. Alex had, I think, an auto cocker. He had a green auto cocker. His dad had an auto mag. His cousin had a Tipman Pro Light with a triple finger trigger on it. Yep. Yeah. I know. So yeah, very, very cool, very nostalgic situation right there.
I like it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, do we have anything else? Oh, aside from, did I tell you guys about the water you might be drinking? I'm gonna send a link out to everybody. Just, I'm telling you, I'm thankful that somebody had my back and released a report.
Yeah, we just talked about that.
Yeah, no, I know. I just
want
to remind everybody,
Yeah.
if you guys live in Pennsylvania, if I have any viewers from Pennsylvania, don't drink the tap water. Please. It's so badly polluted with this Teflon coating. And it's bad for you. It's just really just all around, it's bad for you. So for everything that, everything you can think of, it does bad stuff to you.
And we got to give some stuff away.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's
can't
right.
forget
That's
about
right.
that.
That's right. Let me get off Twitch here. Let me pull up the wheel, because let's spin this wheel. We've got 5 posters, so we're gonna give these 5 posters away. It's cold, all right. So I feel like you guys have seen this. This jacket's been going around. This thing has been passed around for generations, from show to show. Mm-hmm. Somebody with an actual address is finally gonna win this, and it's not. It's finding a home on this show. Finding a home on this show, and then we'll announce the info to get the Hormesis headband and the t-shirt thing. I think James will be doing that in the next week or so. Also, guys, comment which of these posters do you guys like? Do you guys like the one with the swirls on it? This is retro. Okay, I'm kind of digging the retro right here.
I like the orange one too.
There's orange retro, and there's blue retro. Maybe I do half and half, and you just kind of get it. There is this one right here, which is the geometric. Shout out to
Geometric's pretty cool.
Yeah, geometric's pretty cool.
This one's like a Obey propaganda poster.
I know, it's propaganda, like vote for us.
Yeah.
Shout out to David Rome for making these. Also, shout out to Verbal and Eagle Scout for your photos, and the NXL. Thank you for putting our faces there. Plus, I think maybe Mike Arena took that photo of me. And then there we go. These are the grunge ones. So this is grunge with a soft face. I like this one kind of because it makes me look younger. And so these are the grunge. We've got grunge right here, with kind of like a spacey background. We've got the white and blue. We can make this white and put some yellow for you if you'd like.
Okay,
this is geometric, and then we've got retro. I'm feeling retro right here. Okay, so go ahead and comment in there which one you like the best, and no matter what, 5 of you guys right now are winning a poster each, and maybe throw some little spooky bats in there.
I like the bats.
Yeah, these are nice. I'm throwing them in everybody's packages.
Yeah.
Pretty fun. They're really good when you have a 9-month-old puppy and a 3-year-old daughter who throw these things around. These things definitely don't.
Kind of like ninja stars.
They are like ninja stars. So we're gonna jump over to the screen right now. Thank you guys, everybody, for all of your support. And let's get to it. We all know what the wheel does. So spin number 1 is going to poster. So these are gonna be one-off posters. Well, one of them is not gonna be a one-off poster, but Mr. Hergon.
If you don't mind.
Yeah. Keep eating the candy. I got it here. Hergon, I need your address. Sloan, I believe, deleted it for me.
Is this from this Halloween or last?
No.
Halloween?
I bought 5 pounds of Halloween actually.
5 pounds.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
because it's actually up at the Airbnb, the cabin up there. If you guys check in during October, you get a little basket of candy.
Wow.
I hope you don't have a peanut allergy though. Mr. Ryan Kinnenberg just sent you a poster today, so I'm a little bummed that Ryan Kinnenberg. Okay, that's 2. We've got 1, 2, 3 more coming at ya. And this one is going to... Oh, is that Steve? There he is, Stevie. All right.
Almost sold out for those products.
All right, and here we go. 2 more posters coming at you guys. You're gonna get a random one, so I don't, no guarantees on which one you were going to get. Mr. Steven Robbins. All right, and one last one before we go into the poster. Or sorry, the jacket. What else? Do we have anything else cool? When we do the special Halloween episode, we'll give you guys all of our extra Halloween candy. Bernardo! All right.
We need to give away those pants.
We do have pants. We do have a pair of GI pants. We'll give away those next week.
All right.
Done deal.
Yeah.
Okay, and last but not least, this is for the jacket right now. G2 jacket, please let me have your address.
Dun, dun, dun,
I think I've given this away like 4 times now. Oh, is that Nick Sloviak? Come on. Oh, that was so close to Nick Sloviak. All right, Mr. Stephen Perry, congrats.
A lot of people are saying the mostly retro and geometric.
Okay, retro and geometric. Okay, those are my kind of top 2 finalists as well. The retro was actually one of his first ones that he designed, and I wasn't feeling it at first, but I feel like it does fit the Spic and Span, like it's kind of like a little more funny, not gritty or grungy as we talked about it. And this one just, this one looks clean. I like the Spic and Span logo, but nice and great paper stock also.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys we're gonna sign these things. Gonna lace you up with a couple of stickers, which we also need to get some new ones of. Ooh, spooky bats in there as well. He always wins. Who? Steve wins? Dude, I'll tell you who wins is Mr. Richard Uran. Uran. Richard is cleaning.
He's the number 1.
He's not the number 1 winner over. Well, he's the number 1 probably winner of cool stuff.
Yeah.
He's won he's probably won 6 times. He won some goggles. He won a Tyler Harmon jersey.
Jeez.
He won a G2 jersey. He won the HK jersey last week. He won a sticker pack. He's crushing it.
Wow.
And you
There
know,
you go.
there's a couple of you guys. There are a couple of you guys. Ferdinand Piano. I need to get your address. Hergon. I have a couple prizes for you as well. So make sure, guys. Like I said, we have your address, so that way I can send it. And just in case, you know, unless I just confirm with you guys more recently, if I have it, if you guys have moved, also, I didn't know that. I know that someone who won the Golden Barrel the other week moved, and the address that I had on file was the old one.
Oh no.
And like a couple days, he's like, "Hey, I noticed that the other guy who won the Golden Barrel got his. Do you know where mine is?" I was like, "No, it shipped. It said it was delivered." It said the address, and he's like, I think he just dropped his phone and ran straight over there to the address, and they luckily had held it for him.
Oh, nice.
But yeah. Hunter is cleaned up also. Hunter's got a hoodie, cards, JT strap, a couple other little things. Wizard, you know, Wizard's got a Hormesis headband. He got a coin dual coin. The Kev Switz lost out on 2 sets of card packs because he doesn't give me his address. Richard, look at that. G2 jersey, sticker pack, Harmon jersey, push goggles, HK jersey.
Wow.
Yeah, he's crushing it.
Big
He's
winner.
the new Jay Stu. And then there's a bunch of unclaimed stuff here.
beating the house.
He's beating the house. Rusty Shackleford, I've got your ornament headed out. Vonk, you won some cards last week. Make sure I have it. Dave Wilmette is going to get his coin dual coin. But yeah, got a lot of stuff here. Got a lot of gifts, and it's still, Kev Switz. Derek, is that you? Kev Switz, I don't have his address. So, ICFN, you have also cleaned up, my friend. You've got a lot of good prizes as well. So, and look, if all unclaimed stuff gets packaged up, thrown back into the pile. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for joining us. This was an awesome episode. Congratulations, Kyle, on the TIGERWEAR.
Yeah, thank you for everyone. If you didn't get the headband you want, I know there's it's not a lot, but there's some of the Olympus, the blue one left.
Oh, there's still Olympus blue headbands left. Or any beanies?
Just a couple. There
are beanies left. Next sleeve.
There is.
Ooh, not many.
Yeah.
Oh, beanies are almost sold out, and it is getting
8
colder.
beanies left.
It is
No,
getting colder.
I'm sorry. I hadn't refreshed. There's 5 beanies left.
So, the beanies are it's cold out, so I'm gonna allow you guys to wear a beanie now, but I'm still not gonna get anybody off the hook. I'm gonna shame you if you're not drinking spring water. And pH water is not spring water. Tap water, just please test your tap water. Just test it. Just get it tested.
How do you test it?
I don't know. Just Google it, man.
You gotta give them a solution.
I am. Test it. Go on Google. How do I test my water? For PFAS,
Do you just taste test it?
You just taste test it. Taste test it. You could have harmful chemicals in there. Everybody in northern Michigan thought they were drinking nice, clean, great water, and then turns out there was a lot of lead in there. I think there's a lot of people that were... Well water is good. Devin, test your well water. Because your well water comes from the ground underneath, and what leaches into the ground comes back up through the water and into your belly. And then you pee it out. It's called the devil's piss. All right, guys. Thank you. Oh,
Also, too, if any of you guys, joined us late and didn't even realize that there was a
I saw that.
headband drop going on, I'll put the link down in here for you guys for the website. And definitely thank you guys so much. It's give us a lot of motivation to keep bringing you guys a bunch of new innovative products. That's the plan. So we'll get back on that and have something for you next.
And Rin is right. Mostly a filter and a softener combo is all you need, but you might have just listen. Let me give you I'm going to type the website in just to see if you have elevated levels. I got this map. I've been doing some forensic accounting here. I really took a deep dive into this map right here on ewg.org. Then I also Googled where all the DuPont Chemical Company plants are in the United States. Went on Google Maps. I'm doing this for you guys. And then I probably had like 6 cups of coffee when I did this. looked at all those, checked out all of the relationship between where those chemical plants are and what type of water is in there. If you look at somewhere like, I'm just going to zoom in for instance, because Pennsylvania, right around, I think it's Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the levels are off the chart, my man. So yeah, so when it says 4,000 maximum level, I think the EPA, this has got 2,200 parts per trillion in the water. The EPA says you should never have, like, the maximum allowed is 70.
Wow.
You got 2,000, 2,200. This is in Harrisburg.
They're shooting hot.
Pennsylvania. So yeah, you guys are shooting hot over there. Listen, I want everybody to be healthy. So drink spring water. Have it delivered. Do whatever you have to do. Be healthy, please, guys. Please. Okay. Thank you all very much for your support. Have a great week, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
Later, guys.
Congrats
Thank
to
you.
Kyle.
Spic Span Show.
Cannot see, cannot breathe. Cannot breathe. Cannot see, cannot breathe. Cannot see. Horizon's too high, it's dark on my side. I made my own clouds, flew by my pride. The ship falls away, night turns to day. Remember why? Fire consumes, ashes remain. Cannot breathe. Cannot see. Cannot breathe. Cannot breathe. Cannot see. Cannot breathe. Cannot see. Cannot breathe.
To go to